Hi, I'm David Harris, CEO of American Jewish Committee, and I'm speaking to you from Lisbon, Portugal. And I'm standing here in this spot, which is an absolutely beautiful spot, but not because of its beauty, but because it has a very special meaning for me, for two reasons. The first reason is because over my left shoulder, there's a body of water. And that body of water begins with the harbor of Lisbon, way back there, and leads out this way toward the Atlantic Ocean. 14 members of my family, including my late mother, my uncle, my grandparents, boarded ships, two separate ships that began in Lisbon Harbor and that took them across the ocean to the United States, to freedom, to safety, to a new start, far from this continent, far from the Holocaust that was unfolding, and far from Nazi domination. I'm here to say thank you to Portugal for giving them the transit and the opportunity to leave behind Europe and head for America. My mother was always grateful to Portugal for what it had done and always spoke about Portugal in such special, almost glowing terms, even though the history of Jews in this country is not a simple or uncomplicated story, which brings me to the second reason. About 200 yards to my right, facing this incredible area, is a plot of land given by the city of Lisbon to the Jewish community for the purpose of building a museum of Jewish history, something that is desperately needed in this country. The museum will be called Tikva, hope in Hebrew. It's being designed by world-renowned architect Daniel Libeskind. And it's going to tell the story of 2,000 years of hopes and dreams, 2,000 years of fear and persecution. It's a story of centuries where Jews prospered and contributed mightily to this land and to the world. And then for over 300 years, a community that suffered the Inquisition. Yes, there were two Inquisitions, one in Spain and the other here in Portugal. And that Portuguese Inquisition was not abolished until the year 1821. And a few years later, Jewish life restarted in this country, the early part of the 20th century, and today there is a Jewish community. It's small, it's proud, it's determined, it wants to tell its story, and the story it wants to tell is not just the story of Jews here, but a story of the interaction between Portugal and Jews, because there is no Portuguese history without Jews, just as there is no Jewish history without Portugal. And I might add, there's no American Jewish history without Portugal either. Because the very first Jews to arrive in New York, then called New Amsterdam, came fleeing the Portuguese Inquisition in Brazil in the year 1654. So I hope those of you watching this will have the opportunity to learn more about the plans for the museum. And one day when it's built, come to visit it. And yes, after visiting it, take in this extraordinary sight and this beautiful country. Bye-bye from Lisbon.